I'm Mark Sullivan. I'm head of the Hedge Fund Group at Wellington.
Meet the manager, take one.
The global investment management industry is what I would describe as a globally scaled performance industry. And one of the things that's interesting, and particularly interesting to me, is that there are a number of globally scaled performance industries in the world that we can look at and learn from and apply lessons from in terms of how do we achieve that level of excellence that our clients demand from us. For me personally, I find the sports industries to be the most interesting. It's critical to understand how to build a high-performing team. I've played a lot of sports growing up. As I've gotten older and play less sports and have become much more of a sports fan, what I found that I'm most interested in is actually how those teams are built. I've always been passionate about observing what the general manager is doing, more so than what the manager or the coach is doing or what the players are on the field. I like to watch the draft. I like free agency. It's not just as simple as who gets paid the most, line up the payrolls, that's who's gonna win, that's who's gonna lose. There's clearly much more to it than that we need to understand. And this goes to how do you think about building a team? How do you think about what the specific roles are on a team? How do you then fill those roles? How do you develop people in those roles? How does it then come together every day to be at its best? What I love about investing is it forces you to engage broadly in what's going on in the world. You have to understand politics, policy decisions, in addition to understanding growth, development, et cetera, at the country level. And one of the things that's, at least in my opinion, critical to be able to do that is you need a team. In terms of my role, a big part of what I do is think about talent, right? How do we develop it? How do we identify it out in the world, bring it into Wellington? How do we then integrate it, right? Because that's ultimately one of our edges, is integrating talent into a team that, again, is more successful than any one individual would be on their own. I get the most out of when we're succeeding for clients. We put a lot of work into this. It's very competitive. And when we succeed, it really feels like we're winning. There's no better feeling than that.
All right. Thanks very much, Mark.
Thanks, that was great.